Guys, here with Max Aroma, and today is Thursday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday so far. Now we are back with our review of Diesel Fuel for Life. After a 48-hour test of this fragrance, we tried it out in 3 different environments. So that would be work, outdoor, and restaurant. So after experiencing these 3, restaurant and bar I should say actually, after experiencing these 3 varieties of environments and over the span of 48 hours, I would definitely say this is a fragrance I would recommend you to try out. I really like this fragrance. It's not as rebellious and bad boy as people have stated it to be. Now perhaps I haven't kind of experienced that kind of tone that this fragrance is meant to have. I tried this in the summer season and it was flawless, no problems whatsoever. I would expect this to be very versatile in terms of seasonality. You could probably use this over the entire span of the year depending on how extreme your climate changes are during seasonal changes. Now, in terms of longevity, so let's start with the basics, guys. Longevity, 8 to 10 hours easy. This fragrance lasted me quite a bit of time. I was surprised, honestly, as I mentioned previously, with this fragrance being clear. I expected, you know, standard EDT kind of longevity, 6 to 8 hours, maybe 5 to 6 hours, something like along those ranges, but I actually got 8 to 10 hours with skin scent lasting me all the way overnight. So that's something to consider with this fragrance. It goes a long way, even with 2 sprays to the neck, which is pretty impressive. In terms of projection, in terms of projection, I was a little disappointed with the smell of the fragrance being, you know, soft, sweet, spicy, with that kind of tone in mind. I expected a little more projection, a little more, you know, sillage as they say. However, I got something like half an arm's length less. Maybe it's definitely sits closer to the body than away from it. In terms of a trailing scent as well, I didn't really get any luck in terms of that. I don't think this even has a trailing scent, so to speak. However, if it did, it would be once again very close to the body. Now, in terms of recommended use, as I said, for seasonality, this is probably a very versatile fragrance in terms of seasonal use. Summer, spring, fall, winter, all the 9. You can go through the entire year with that. With that being said, the fragrance itself does have some spicy sweet tones, so in maybe very high heat I would stay away from this. Like right now, I tried this, even though I tried this in the summertime, I tried this around an 85-degree Fahrenheit, so something to consider when trying the fragrance in 120 or 100 Fahrenheit weather, or that would be around 35 Celsius. That might show up to be a little different in terms of the notes that you're going to be smelling and how strong those notes are going to be. Now, recommended use in terms of environment. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I tried this fragrance out in 3 different circumstances or scenarios, so to speak. It was once in a restaurant. I tried this twice at work, so both Wednesday and Thursday, and I went to a bar once. So I've tried this in almost all kind of circumstances and scenarios. Works flawlessly. Very, very nice fragrance, classy. You can dress up, dress down. Honestly, it's one of the more versatile fragrances I've tried so far. So guys, honestly, that's all that I have for Diesel Fuel for Life. Wonderful fragrance, nothing too complex, but just enough different and uniqueness to the fragrance to make it worthwhile to try it out. For an EDT, it lasts phenomenally. Projection wise, it's iffy, but it sits close to the body, so if you're looking for that, that's also a great point to think about. Diesel Fuel for Life, you know, not for the bad boy rebellious, honestly, as many mentioned. Definitely masculine and for the rugged man. If you're more of a rugged, masculine guy, then this is definitely worth trying out. Don't forget to subscribe. Every Thursday, guys, we review the fragrance that we give our first impressions on every Tuesday. So every Tuesday we give our first impressions, and every Thursday we review the same fragrance after a 48-hour test. So don't forget to subscribe for that. Like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, as we announce every Wednesday our weekly fragrance sale. So if you're looking for a fragrance on sale, that's the best bet. Every Wednesday we announce on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.